It is officially day one of daily December 2025, and we're starting off with a big four-figure build. Well, five with the Build-A-Figure full Survivor Series Wargames set unboxing. So let's get into it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the official start of daily December 2025. Long-term viewers / subscribers will know that I also did daily December last year for the first time. Thanks to Balafigs for the idea. Nabbed that off him and sort of my channel name. So yeah, thanks to him again. So yeah, I have embarked on the same challenge again this year. 1st of December, I said I will unbox all 4 of the Survivor Series figures that include the build. Well, if you don't know, you have to watch to the end of the video to see who it builds in the Build-A-Figure. That was sort of a lie, because I'm not going to be unboxing 123 Kid / X-Pack, albeit this was the one figure I needed to complete the set. I bought 3 of them, the other 3 of them originally in the Entertainer when I saw them, and then this one was missing for some reason. He has the head scan, so you sort of do need him. I could see why that would be the one missing, because you know, if you only wanted if you didn't want any of the figures, you just wanted the head scan for the Build-A-Figure, then I suppose you just get 123 Kid. I don't really have any plans for 123 Kid. I prefer him as X-Pack. If I was ever going to have him in the PIC-FED, it'd probably be as a part of DX. So I don't have any plans for him. So I probably will be selling him. I've kept the Build-A-Figure parts. So I'm going to be getting into the other 3 figures. And we'll start off with a unique one, and that is Bret Hart. Now, I don't know what Survivor Series this is from, because I'm not that much of a historian. I do know a bit about wrestling, but I couldn't tell you the specific dates that attires are worn in, unless, you know, it's in the last few years when I've been well, not religiously, but when I've been watching. But yeah, this is a really nice figure. So unique in the singlet attire. Obviously, Bret used to wear a singlet, but with full length tights, which I'll get into. What I'm gonna do is, this is the new and improved DFW Deadman Figs review station, I suppose you could call it. So I'm gonna get him spinning for your viewing pleasure. I'll get him spinning on there so you can have a full look at the figure while I do a little comparison. This is, sorry, my hands are pretty grubby. But yeah, here is my other Bret Hart, which coincidentally is also from the Survivor Series wave just a few years ago. I don't really like the figure that much. It's okay. Black and pink, and then, you know, it's got some orange on it. I don't love the orange color. It's an all right figure, but it's got single jointed arms, which aren't great anymore. And Bret head scans have just never been very good, have they? Other than that, I've got the ones from the Build-A-Figure lines a few years ago from his return at WrestleMania 26, but they're not really a Bret Hart figure, so to speak. It's quite nice. It poses decently well. The articulation's all pretty good. I might sell this sometime in the future, because now I've got a nicer one, and also I've just always wanted a better Bret Hart, like one of the Ultimate Edition Bret Harts I would have over this figure for sure. But it's okay, it does the job. And, well, I suppose, actually, I did use it. I used it in daily December spots last year. Was it the submission day? I used him and Daniel Bryan doing a sharpshooter and yes lock. But anyway, I think this was on like one of the first videos on the channel. The first episode of Deadman's Deliveries. I got him for Christmas a few years ago, so I'll leave that video up there if you're interested. But yeah, I'm not going to show any of the accessories, because all of the figures just come with one set of mic holding interchangeable hands, other than 123 Kid, who comes with his posing hands. So yeah, if you're interested in that figure, let me know in the comment section down below. I probably will sell it, so it might be on my Vinted if you want to check the link below, as well as any other stuff. For more info on that, the figure flipping series will be left up here, which I uploaded a video on the other day. What I meant to say as well is Survivor Series was on Saturday. Survivor Series Wargames, sorry, was on Saturday. I have no idea who won anything if Stephanie Vaquera is still the women's world champion, sorry. John Cena's still the Intercontinental champion, or who won the women's and men's Wargames matches. Because this is the Wednesday before Survivor Series, I'm actually trying to plan ahead for Daily December this month, because there's 31 videos to get out. This is my second one I'm filming, albeit it's day 1, and I've already filmed day 3, in which I'm going to be unboxing 2 main event / basic figures, which is this CM Punk and AJ Styles, which is quite nice. So if you're watching this sometime further in December, any time past the 3rd of December, you'll be able to watch that video, probably down there. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to leave it up there. If I can, then I will. But yeah, while I've been rambling on, you've had a good look, I'm assuming, at this Bret Hart figure. But anyway, we'll get into a bit of a closer up close look. So we got the white bottom boots with the black lapping around it, pretty nice. And then the mostly white boots with the pink. They're not laces, the white laces with the pink sort of, I don't know what to call that, the outline of the lace, and then goes up around the top of the boot and then down the back. On the outsides, you also have the black, white, and pink star. Obviously, you know, it's the Bret Hart, it's the Hart Foundation colour scheme, the black, the pink, the white generally. Then you have the nice short black knee pads, which is what you want. If you can't get the open ones, which are probably even better, then the short knee pads are nice. You got the pink singlet, quite simple, just the black around the bottom of the singlet itself, and then the outline around the top with the Hart Foundation logo in there, the white skull and the wings. And yeah, nothing really on the back, nothing under the hair. You got simple pink wrist tape, which is quite nice. The black elbow pads, short black elbow pads, nice for articulation. And then you've got, I think that's quite a good Bret Hart head scan as it goes, because a lot of them are pretty terrible. I will just, oh, I've zoomed out. Let's zoom in just so you can get a closer look. This is my new phone quality, so, and I'm also recording this with a microphone, so hopefully everything's a bit better. It's not a terrible Bret Hart head scan. I think it's better than the other one I have, but it's not great. But yeah, you put the glasses on him, and it's sort of, he sort of looks less like Bret Hart with the glasses on. I think the eyes actually help it, but it's a nice figure. It is a nice figure. So we will just plonk Mr. Bret in the back. And we'll zoom back out, and we'll get into the next figure of the wave, which is probably my most anticipated one. And when I saw it in the shop, it was the one I wanted the most. JD McDonough. There he is. Because I think this is a pretty decent upgrade on his first time in the line figure from Elite 112, which I would have reviewed on the channel somewhere if you want to take a look. I don't know if I've ran out of cards at this point, so I might have, but if you search it up on my channel, you will find it. Here is the original JD McDonough / Jordan Devlin, my preferred name of him. That's probably what he'll be called in the PIC-FED. It's an okay figure. It's just not Judgment Day themed. But yeah, it's quite a nice attire. I like it. The simple black with the green going down the sides and then down the middle and on the knee pads. It's quite nice. The head scan's okay. I don't love it. And he has quite a nice jacket. The JD in the Ace of Spades. Well, it's just a spade, isn't it? Irish Ace. Yeah, it's nice. I'll try that jacket on, but I think it's a nice upgrade on this figure. It's just a more, you know, Judgment Day centered sort of attire, which is nice because, you know, he's been in the Judgment Day for quite a long time. So's everyone, other than Damien and Rhea, realistically, haven't they? Because it just seems to keep going on. It's never going to end. But yeah, as for the attire itself, plain black kick pads, quite a nice mold. I've always liked that kick pad mold. Looks nice. And then you have the JMD for. Oh yeah, he does have an M on this. I've never noticed that before. I always just thought it was JD for some reason, but it is JMD for JD McDonough or Jordan McDonough. I don't know, but yeah, you got it in the white and black, which is quite a nice sort of, what do you call that? I can't remember what you call that. Jesus, you leave school and then you just don't know what any words are. Contrast, that's it. So yeah, the white and the black matches, or doesn't match quite nicely. The black wrist tape and then the black and white, quite simple attire. Again, it's very similar to this figure. You've just replaced the green accents basically with more black. Bit larger on that part, nothing on the back again, and the same logo, just larger there. But it's a nice figure. Plain wrist tape, as I said, and a new and improved head scan. He's got the braids in his hair. I think it's quite nice. You get 2 hair pieces with the other JD, but yeah, it's really nice. We'll put the you know what? We'll just jump ahead while I'm putting his accessories on. Let's get Cody on the stand because I don't want this to be too long. I know I am unboxing and reviewing 3. Well, technically, actually, you know what? I wasn't lying. I'm still reviewing 4 figures because we haven't got to the builder figure yet, which I'll probably do last. I'm just going to put this on him and see how it looks on the new figure, and I think it probably matches quite well. I'd say maybe even better with this one because of the white knee pad. That's nice, isn't it? That's pretty nice. It's cool. Maybe not a Judgment Day attire. I wouldn't say it's overly Judgment Day attire other than the accessories, which I'm just about to get into. But it's nice that way because, you know, you're not locked into them being in the Judgment Day. Because you don't necessarily want that. It's nice to have those sort of gimmicky parts just as accessories because you can take them off, keep them on, you know, really do what you want. It helps with PIC-FEDs and stuff like that and usage like that. But yeah, we'll get back into the jacket. You've got the skull going down the right side with the chains coming off it. Same on the other side, but with Irish Ace written there. And then I think that's an S. I don't it's sort of, maybe it's a J. I don't know. And then on the back, you got JMD 1990. Is JD McDonough 35? You got the studs across the back and then around the top and the collar there. And then a really, really nice accessory that he also comes with is the sort of the face covering, the bandana, which I think you're going to have to take his big head off. Other people's words, not just mine. Probably be easier to do off camera. But yeah, that really sets the figure off. It gives it that Judgment Day feel. And it's, you know, you can use it for anyone. You could put that on a Finn Balor, you know, as well. I think he comes with that in his Ultimate Edition. But yeah, that's really, really nice. Because if we just put JD on there as well, you know, we've also got Finn Balor as a part of the Judgment Day. 2 guys who are still in it to this day. JD and Finn Balor. And then some other former members. You got R-Truth, who's just in all black, so you know he doesn't really fit the theme. I mean, he does to some extent in the all black, but the purple is really the color I'd associate the Judgment Day with. And here is big Damian Priest, who is quite hard to get him to balance. But anyway, these guys could be still together in my PIC-FED when it starts at some point, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, JD McDonough, really nice figure. Great upgrade, I would say, on his first one. I don't know what I'll do with the Christmas tree. But anyway, let's get into Cody Rhodes. You've already seen him spinning around for a little bit, so I'm going to get straight into the attire. You've got the black bottom boots, the white boots. They're just zip-ups, I think. Cody doesn't wear lace-up boots, or he doesn't anymore, at least he used to in his early days. And you have this really nice, let's zoom in so we get the detail. The gold and green camo on the American Nightmare logo is really nice. The camo follows up to the knees. He does wear knee pads. I think he wears knee pads under his tights, which is why you don't really get them on the outside of Cody figures because it's more accurate that way. Unless they molded them on, it wouldn't really be accurate. But yeah, on the knee pad sort of area, the knee area, you get the camo designs following on. And then they go up the side of the leg, wrapped around with the red and the gold designs. The red and gold designs follow up along the back of the legs with the same camo design on the other side, and then the wraparound blue with another sort of, I don't know if that's an American Nightmare logo. Is that the Nightmare Factory logo? I don't know, but it's in the camo design as well. And then you just got the one Cody wrist tape hand, the Dream tattoo there, and then you've got the American Nightmare tattoo there. Lovely. Then this is a very, very unique face of Cody because he actually never wore this attire. He was just on, if you remember, he was on the poster. If I remember, I will leave a picture up on screen here of the original poster that is the reference for this figure, because he never wore it in the ring. He didn't wear the camo paint for the Wargames match, which of course was when Randy Orton returned and CM Punk came back to WWE. Survivor Series 2023, almost 2 years ago now, and we're looking back on those 2 years. He is now, I don't know what I'm saying, but he's now the World Heavyweight Champion is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, really, really nice Cody figure. It's nice to get a black base figure because most of his other ones are blue. I forgot to show this X-Pac. This is X-Pac, if anyone's wondering. You know who X-Pac is. But yeah, that's the figure I have. And then this is probably my best Cody figure I have other than that, which is, of course, the Ultimate Edition, like 21 or something. Which I think the vest really, well, the jacket would really fit this figure. Obviously, you can't put the Ultimate Edition arms on it. But it'd really fit because, annoyingly, this figure in the dark blue has the knee pads, which I said is sort of inaccurate, but isn't the annoying part. The actual jacket is black, like they've used black instead of dark blue. So I just think it will fit better on this figure. So we'll put this Cody on here. Again, I've probably ran out of cards, but if I haven't, then I will leave my Ultimate Cody review up there as we just put the jacket on this Cody just to spice it up a little bit. But I think he actually wore, his original return coat, if you remember that. The coat that he wore, or the jacket that he wore against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 38, I think is the one that he wore for that. Maybe that was because Seth Rollins was in the match, you know. But yeah, here is Cody with the black and then the black and it's a really nice coat. But what we're gonna do just to finish off for Cody is take the Ultimate Edition head, because obviously you're not really going to have him wrestling with that, and we'll put it on this one. Obviously I could swap other ones, it's not just the Ultimate Edition Cody that could be swapped. That's just the only one I had to hand, and there you have it. This is Cody Rhodes. Sort of looks a bit high on the neck peg there, but it's a really nice figure, isn't it? Yeah, really nice. I'm a fan of all of the figures in the set, I would say. It does look really cool. I really like the JD. It's so clean. The Bret Hart is such like a unique, nice attire, and it's nice to have figures of all different colors and stuff like that. You know, it's better than all the figures being like a one specific color. Now, speaking of different colors, we're going to start off the Builder figure with a pair of tan, sort of beigey, orange trousers, or pants, as Americans would call it. We're going to accent that with a little pocket square there and a couple buttons on the lapel. You got some black suit jacket buttons on the grey jacket with the black undershirt with the grey buttons. So you know, bit of matching there. No tie, no buttons done up there. These always take a bit of a thingy to click in. I'm not hearing any click. Sometimes I think it's better to take the jacket off, but I suppose I don't need to build it fully for this. So I'm just going to whack the arms on now. I did buy these figures quite a while ago. Like I bought my birthday's in November. I mean, I know it's only December, but I got the X-Pac, the 123 Kid, sorry, for my birthday at the start of November. And yeah, I got these figures quite a while before that as well. So it's probably a little bit frozen, some of the Builder figure joints. So yeah, here is how it looks all built. You might, I don't know, you might know who it is, you might not know who it is. If you don't, here he is. It is the SmackDown General Manager, Nick Aldis, who will, of course, he will have had some bragging rights on the line on Saturday night at Survivor Series, taking on Adam. Well, no, he doesn't. I suppose on Friday night he will. No, he won't. There's no Survivor Series match anymore. The brands don't really mean anything. There's no brand warfare. There's nothing like that. It's just war games. I'm pretty sick of the war games concept. It should be saved for, bigger feuds. I don't know if they were gonna be going for like the Bloodline versus the Wyatt Six, but that again, I feel like that would have just taken that Team Sammy Bloodline match instead. That's on SmackDown. There's no 5-on-5 like brand eliminator anymore, which means the whole brand split confuses me. Like there's nothing they're actually fighting for these days, which I don't know. Yeah, just sort of irks me a little bit. But this is a pretty nice Build-A-Figure, I must say. Here is the SmackDown GM Nick Aldis. He's quite tall, isn't he? But yeah, really nice figure. So finally have a Nick Aldis Build-A-Figure. I wonder if we'll ever get a Magnus / Nick Aldis figure, of when he was in TNA or something like that, or just in a wrestling attire. I mean, we've never got an Adam Pearce. We do have an Adam Pearce Build-A-Figure from a while ago, which I never completed. I think I've got the legs. But we've never got an Adam Pearce, and obviously he was also a wrestler. He was a champ in Ring of Honor, as was Nick Aldis, I think, and a champ in NWA. But we've never got those figures, so it'd be interesting to see if we ever do get those figures. But I don't know how the licensing works about that. We have just seen Ringside Fest a New Jack figure revealed, which is pretty crazy. Never thought we would have seen that, given the character and the infamy around New Jack. He follows me on Instagram, by the way. Pretty cool guy, aside from like the, attempted murder in the ring. But that's been well documented. So if you want to see any videos on that, go search them up on YouTube after you're done watching every video on my channel. So yeah. But if you watch every video, there'll be some more for you to watch soon, don't worry. So if you do want to make sure you see those videos, including the next 30 to come across the rest of December, then go down below, hit the subscribe button, and turn on your post notifications because you'll be updated on tons. I have a lot of content coming across the next month, obviously. So if you would like to be involved in that decision, if you would like to see anything in particular, then leave a comment down below of any of your video suggestions. That'd be greatly appreciated because I've got to think of 30 videos and I don't have 30 planned at the minute. But yeah, that is the Survivor Series unboxing. 3 great figures to come from it and a very nice Build-A-Figure as well. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hype the video if you can because that'd be greatly appreciated. And yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. I hope this has given you a better insight at all the figures. Maybe not the 123 Kid, but I'm not selling it because I don't like the figure, because it's actually a really nice figure. In fact, I'm not decided if I want to sell it yet because it's quite nice. It's just that I don't know if I'll use him as 123 Kid at all. So, I don't really have a need for it at the minute. I'll see. I'll keep it in the box for now. I'm going to keep it in the box because I'll sell it in the box. But if I get offers, I'll probably let it go. If not, then maybe I'll keep it. Maybe I'll make it into another figure. Maybe I'll make it into a custom or something. I am going to try and do some more fix-ups across the month just because, it's another video and it's a different video. So, yeah. As I said, let me know any suggestions you have in the comments below. And I'll try to get to them ASAP. So, thank you guys for watching for like the 12th time. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.